All right, moving along. Our next speaker. You may have seen her at Creature Feature Live as a nurse, or a French maid, or a Trekkie. And I don't think I put her in a furry costume yet. But we'll get there. And I've never seen her do anything live here on stage at Samurai, and I haven't seen her naked yet either. So we'll just get the first one out of the way here. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Marlowe Mapes. You were naked and I missed it?
Under my clothes.
That's not great, by the way.
Hi, Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah!
My set tonight is kind of short and sweet. I didn't have time to write an intro, but if the Mayans taught us one thing, it's that if you don't finish something, it's not the end of the world. The piece I'm going to do for you guys is actually one of the first poems I ever read with the Samurai, and it's a cover. It's called Love Poem by an artist that goes by Paper Girl. This poem is for the pillow clutchers, for those looking into the imaginary eyes of a person that fills their mind with sugar plum smiles, for those who have a cannon of dreams ready and waiting to blossom, for the men and the women who want to be understood in that way that only someone who kisses you can understand you. This poem is for you. This poem is not for the desperate, the pathetic, the lame, the loser, not for the ones who haven't gotten laid in a while, not for the ones who say that they're choosing, not to date for a while. There is no such thing. This poem is for those people who cannot bring themselves to admit that they would give their right leg for any length of time with the person on their mind. Forgive me. I am not a brave woman. I do not know what lurks inside the hearts of humans, and I don't really want to know. If what's there mirrors memories I show in my face on bad days, it holds kisses that are long gone, people who have disappeared, and passions that have faded into the ether of the past. Nothing lasts. And that is the one lesson this coward can say that she is able to teach. This poem is for all of those who wish to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I couldn't love you. You deserve love. I'm sorry that I couldn't give something to you. You deserve to be given to. I'm sorry that for every person who loves somebody, another person just doesn't want to. But sometimes we're the lucky ones, right? We get to feel that sweet truth in the night. The bodies we reach out to are miraculously there. But I know the despair that comes when they're not. I know the long nights and the doubt and the fear and the crawling back to a womb that just isn't there. I know intensity's address and the letdown that rents there, and I'm sorry for it. It takes years off your life, and it cannot be avoided. And sometimes these little words are the crutches for the crush that we feel. So this poem is a pathetic vehicle for me to tell you, each one of you, that I love you in so many ways. And ways that would stay up for nights and days, dreaming up the perfect way to be there for someone. Meals you would cook for them, poems you would write for them, and all the things you plan to say when they say no. Well, I love you. And you will never know how in the sleight of a magician's hand we could have been lovers and grandly in love, could have changed the whole game, written words on the horizon, changed the compromise. But we will know something else instead. Bitter as bitter ever gets, bitter than a rotten peach pit, more bitter than a child's most terrifying nightmare at night. You will know that I don't reflect what I see in your eyes. We will share some banal recognition, some cordial understanding. But have I mentioned that I love you for being honest? Have I mentioned that I love you for not lying? So many people lying all the time and I hate them. So I love you. For all the humans with love for those who aren't their lovers, I love you. And so the poem ends because we know that it will, but before this slips away, just like everything else, I will attempt the only words I can think of that are a fraction as good as a kiss. When you stay at home at night, thinking of those who are long gone, or of those who are getting kisses from someone that is not you, I love you. For those who want what they probably need and whose bodies are starving not for food, for me and for you and for all of those who never knew or understood what you would do for them. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
That was very good, Marlowe. I like how you handled the breaks, and you had the pauses, and you had the emotion in there.
Oh, thank you.
Just don't do it on my show. I don't want people thinking that they're getting entertainment.